Okay gamers, we are back in Stalker 2 and I just want to say 100% I wasn't scared. So you see what happened was at this moment right there, I wasn't scared. So I had like a drink in my hand and I knocked my mouse. 100% that is a lie. I was scared shitless. It snuck up behind me. I planked myself against this wall. And I'm like, I'm not moving because I had to gain composure again. So this is me gaining my composure. And I know this wasn't the best way to go about this fight. It is what it is. I just had to recompose myself. Now, I have to say, the swamp has made me into a better stalker. Just forget that little bit that just took place a moment ago, right? I'm always going to get scared. But overall, in fights and everything that has been going on, I feel like I'm better. Like the swamp has changed me, just like you can change me by doing 10 likes. All right, that was a bit cheesy, but 10 likes. But like, look at these shots. Remember, I'm not on a scope, and remember, I am not a shooter, guys. I don't normally mess around with guns and do all the shooting up and stuff like that. I did actually get a bit scared there. Like I said, I'm always going to get scared. But in this moment, like, I'm making good calls, I feel. I have the high ground, so I ducked down. Even here, I'm taking a lot of damage. I'm finding it, I feel like they're finding it hard to get me. I got a bit too excited with my words there. And at this moment, I thought this was excellent play. Look at that shot. Took him out. Because you know they're always going to be peeking around the angle of those containers and stuff like that. Now, that jump, I'm not a platformer, okay? But however, I spent a lot of time here, and this is the stash that I found. It did take a while for me to find it. So I thought you had to jump on that plank, and then run up, and then the thing was on top of the building. And all along, it was on the ground. So it is what it is. And this video is sponsored by CD Keys, Doom the Dark Ages. Link in the description for you to get a discount. And you can get an extra £2.50 off with the spring code that they have on. Now, as I said, I've got better as a stalker. And look at this. This was clean. Clean.
Get over here, you pussy.
And then he called me out. And I took a little bit of a hit. But it was worth it. I had to face him man to mano. He just called me the Big P. And right now I'm feeling like a legendary stalker. Like, combat feels so much more better. Again, a dog tried to ambush me. Handled him. Like, the quickness. Maybe it's the weapon as well. But this weapon, it reloads so quickly. And this was also suggested by someone in the comments to use this weapon. So I tried it out again. I've used it before. But it's the fact that I don't have a scope on it. That's what's triggering. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed that in the videos. So I've got the ledge grab mod. I can very easily get the stash here. But what I like to do is actually show you that I can do the parkour involved in order to acquire this set stash or artifact that I need to get. It's just that I don't want to mess around with that. And I just feel like this game needs to have, obviously, a ledge grab mod. So I just wanted to show you that I could have quickly just jumped up and go to it straight away. But I wanted you to always also see that this is a mod, but it feels really clean. And you also need to do these kind of parkour things in the game to acquire that. So I wanted you to see that for yourself. Hopefully that made a lot of sense. Now, yes, I just ran past a bloodsucker. And when I tell you this is clean, guys, I don't know if this gun is broken or I've just got a lot better. I know I've got better, but this gun, just look at that, come on. Alright, these guys did a lot of the work, but I got the final kill. And that was a clean kill. You know, I was smiling so hard. I was like, yo, look at me, look how far I've come. And I tell you, man, this shotgun. I know a lot of you guys will say there's better shotguns, but for the way I play and the way that I'm handling the aiming, the recoil, this shotgun is like top tier. I am not missing shots with this shotgun as much. I still miss some shots, but it's feeling clean. And I just want you to take in the atmosphere, man. Take in the immersion. And we went and sold our gear, and we continued the story. And take this in. It was chaos. I just got to the burnt forest, and the mission starts.
I repeat, we have an incoming emission. Seek shelter.
Now, I may be superstitious, okay? But when things like this start happening, this is when the zone has its get back. So, when I've always played games, and I don't know if you guys feel the same, there's a certain type or a certain time. It's a bit like playing fighting games. Like, you're absolutely dominating, right? And all of a sudden, the get back comes. It's like the algorithm is working against you, and the zone needs to win. And this is when the shift started to happen. The zone was like, okay, you think you're good. Now let me throw some challenges your way. But I overcame this. I found this cool photo. I keep finding them. And I really wish I could find more about them, as I see them everywhere, and I feel like I need to know more backstory. So if you guys know more about the photos, please, 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 I'm begging you, send me a link to what I need to look for, or tell me more about it, because I see the photos everywhere and it must mean something, right? And I just want to understand it, because I'm seeing like real life photos in a video game, and I'm pretty sure there's something to do with the dev team. Again, I don't know, and I just need it to complete the immersion. Now, you know when I told you that the zone is trying to get the get back? You guys know how much I hate dogs, and you know how much I hate this creature right here. But look, handled it cleanly. I was ready, and I just got, to be fair, I got lucky there in hitting the actual real target. And I am rocking armor piercing rounds very early on in the game. Once you get a little bit of money, just start buying armor piercing rounds for the shotgun, and they will build up very quickly. You'll never ever run out, because they're readily available. Again, what does this bit mean here? If someone can translate that bit. And then that sounded like some screaming to me, and I was like, I don't know, man. The game's feeling a little bit weird right now. I feel like the zone is trying to get me. So I thought, let me finish this exploring. Let me proceed. I hear that noise. I'm like, okay, let me just explore a minute. And then I switched the game off. So I'll catch you next time.